Now may I request our Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Justice Krishnan Ramasamy, to present a special address on professional ethics and etiquette. Please, Lordships.
Mr. P.S. Amalraj, Chairman Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. My brother Justice M. Dandapani. Mr. V. Karthikeyan, Vice Chairman Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. Mr. K. Balu, Chairman Enrollment Committee, Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. Mr. R. Vidudalai, Senior Advocate, Member Bar Council of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. Mr. Neelakandan, Additional Advocate General, Madras High Court. And Mr. Abdul Salim, Senior Advocate, Madras High Court. Mr. Vel Murugan and Thalai Muttarasu and Mr. Ashok, Bar Council members. And the other office bearers of the various advocate association and other dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. My dear future of India, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to all of you. Indeed, it's great pleasure to be here to address the gathering. In fact, I am doubly happy because I am here not only as a chief guest, but also to witness my daughter's enrollment. My dear future of India, when all of you entered in this auditorium, you entered this auditorium as a law degree holder. When you are returning back, you are going with the status of a professional, of a noble profession, which means you are slapped with more responsibility and duties. The responsibility and duties are prescribed in the Advocates Act and the Bar Council rules. I believe both are already circulated to you. And if there is any deviation on these rules, if you misconduct yourself, there is a council, as stated by Mr. Balu, that the council is nothing but the same council where you are enrolling today here, and the same council is the watchdog for all of you. And if there is any deviations in your conduct, and definitely you are answerable for such conduct to the Bar Council. And thereafter the consequences will follow. I don't want to indicate all those things because today only you got enrolled as a lawyer. Therefore, you have to conduct yourself in accordance with the rules and regulation. So once you return to your home, please go through these Bar Council rules and the Advocate Acts. That is very, very important before starting your profession of law. My dear future of India, of course, now you got enrolled. There is no embargo from appearing to the court, in any court in India, from tomorrow onwards. But however, you cannot file wakalat because the bar, you have to clear the examination of the Bar Council. But as rightly contended by other speakers, only theoretical knowledge alone is not sufficient. You need practical knowledges and other advocacy also, court crafting. These are all you can learn if you have a right mentor or senior. You have to find out the right mentor immediately. Now you got enrolled, immediately you have to find right mentor or senior. Whatever the manner you like, whatever the seniors as your wishes. But one thing I would like to say, if you intend to choose any specialization like commercial law, IPR or income tax laws, I would suggest don't go for join in a specialized office, but you must know about the basic laws, basic civil laws. That is mandatory. That is the basic for even the specialized laws. Therefore, you go with you choose a senior who is practicing in the trial civil laws, and trial court work you have to learn. And thereafter only, at least be there for 1 year, and thereafter you select your areas according to your choice. Because I am practically experiencing in my court, when the people are specializing in particular area, once there is some chartered accountant who's completed, they are directly coming. Even they are 13 years on chartered accountant practicing in my court. He is not able to know court crafting, unable to interpret the law. Sorry. I was not able to comprehend. See, you are qualified chartered accountant, therefore you are they are coming under the courage that they knows the law. They knows the law, therefore they can anything they can do in the court. That's not possible. Unable to simple issues, unable to interpret. Even they are not able to file condone delay petitions. Even they are coming, they condone the delay. How many days? Unable to explain. Where is in your affidavit? These are all the basic issues. Such a person is 20 years experience, 15 years experience committing those mistakes. The basic law issues, these are all. Therefore, you learn the civil law first. Be there 1 year. And thereafter you select if you want criminal law, if you want continue with the civil law. But anyhow, if you want the civil other laws, even the specialized law, at least a minimum 3 years you have to spend with your senior or a mentor. And of course, you may not get good payment, but you will get a stipend, good stipend, at least because up to 2 to 3 years you are burdened for the senior because at his cost you are learning. So if you are committing any mistake, ultimately who is answerable for the client? Only the senior is answerable for the client. Therefore, you cannot expect. So reasonably you can expect to stipend meet out the day-to-day expenses. So once 3 years is crossing, then you are asset. Till then you will be burdened for the office. Maybe some work they will try to execute. Thereafter, the clock will be reversed. Then they will try to improve your payment because you are asset. So therefore, you have to at least 3 years. You have to make it clear. And apart from that, if you are working in the office, you will face. But don't change the offices from very often. But if you are stick on one office, you stick on to that office. But before that, you enquire with that all the aspect and go and join. And apart from that, if you are in the office, then you may not get work immediately. It may take some time to provide. You have to you create a confidence on the minds of the senior. And you have to go on time. If your time is, if you are provided a time, then you have to be on time. If you are 9 o'clock, you have to be there. You have to be there. Or 7 o'clock, you have to leave me 7 o'clock. Up to 7 o'clock, you have to make available. But sometimes, because the profession, sometimes it will take different timings you have to work. You have to go for, depends upon the work, early also. You have to go early and leave late also. That means you are learning extra. Whatever the time spending in the offices, you are earning to that extent. Maybe you may not get the work in the office. In those situations, as my other speaker said, you can read the journals, you can update the knowledge, and you should not waste your time. And if you are going for 9 o'clock, if no other junior is coming, senior colleagues is coming, or senior is not coming, they are coming 10:30 or 11 o'clock, don't bother about that. Be there 10 o'clock. If you are there, then your senior, yes, he is a sincere man. He will allot some work for you. Then he will provide the chance. So, okay, anything you can hand it over. In the similar fashion, then if you are going to the court, suppose if the senior is giving you a bundle to you, go and take adjournment or pass over. In those situations, your matter may reach 3 o'clock. You got to come 10:30, of course. Don't waste your time. You read the papers, because I am witnessing no junior is reading the papers. Even today also I said 2-3 junior lawyers. They said they're coming without bundle. Sorry, don't waste your time. Of course, you can watch the proceedings, you can learn the court craft, and without reading the court craft, that is different. But you must know, you must read your paper, case bundles. So then you have to be ready. Sometimes you will get the answer also. If the court is asking something, if you are getting the favorable order, then you can go and tell the senior, you will appreciate, and confidently he will hand over the papers for next time. Apart from that, in the office, you will have a lot of politics will be there. Politics, humiliation, insult, and clerk will insult. That means you are growing. If anybody is insulting me, you are going above. So don't bother, ignore all those things. 3 years, you spend each and everything is experiences. Even you should not hesitate to do the clerical work. Clerical work also very important, you learn it. Because in my office, if we never do the clerical, lawyers will not do any clerical work. Because after I started independent practice, I suffered. Even one petition, I was not able to file it. The clerk, he said, okay, today I come, tomorrow, even 2 weeks he took. And thereafter, I said, I asked one person, he said, what for you are waiting? He said, okay, no sir, you can file, you put a 10 rupees stamp paper and you put it in the box. Then automatically went in there, and the next day morning it was listed. Otherwise, I have to pay 5,000 to my clerk. But in the corporate side, I practice, not in the other, all the side. But thereafter, that clerk started working. Why I am saying, you can dictate the clerk. Clerk should not dictate you. So therefore, that is also very, very important. Then I would like to say something how to behave in the courts. So you have to create the impression of the court, first of all. That is how you are creating the impression, that is up to you. But your appearance means a lot. And if dressed neatly, சும்மா வந்து கசங்க போட்டு சட்டை போட்டு இந்த மாதிரி வந்து காலர் பேண்ட் வந்துட்டு கசங்கி, when so many lawyers are coming, so it will not create any good impression against you. First of all, you have to be sincere to the court. அப்புறம் இங்கே பேசுறது, இப்படி பார்க்கறது, பக்கத்தில் பேசுறது, you have to avoid all those things. அந்த காலை பென்சில் வச்சு கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்குது, ஷிவரிங், of course that will be there. So all those things you have to avoid, but you are getting the bad name to the court. I am telling you. So all those things you have to avoid. And when you are arguing the matter, you should not try to, as much as possible, not to blame the other side. அப்புறம் இந்த பாக்கெட்டில் இப்படி கை வச்சு பேசுறது, ஸோ அந்த மேனர்ஸ் எல்லாம் கூடாது. ஸோ ஒன்லி யூ ஆர் ஏ ஆஃபீஸர் ஆஃப் த கோர்ட், யூ ஹேவ் டு கிவ் த ரெஸ்பெக்ட். You keep it everything in the outside the court hall. If you are சும்மா வந்துட்டு அப்படியே மேனரிசம் பண்ணாதீங்க. இப்போ ரொம்ப you are a sick மாதிரி don't show all those. These are all we know about very well about that. Don't do all those things. Don't do all those dramas. Sometimes they will even my court, then someone lawyer fell down when I was scolding. So this was happened. Then thereafter I requested him to give some waters. Then he was all right. So slowly patience is very important to build up. Slowly your practice will build up. 5 to 6 years you have to wait. If you are a sincere professional, 5 to 6 years if you are waiting, definitely you will be a successful professional, I am telling you. That is, till then you have to wait. And your reputation also matters. You have to cultivate those reputation in the court halls. That's you have to be sincere. Don't tell us others said, don't tell, be honest to the court. Be honest to the client also. And you do some pro bono work also. That is also important, because now number of lawyers every year, 10,000 lawyers. So that docket explosion sections will be benefited if you are doing some pro bono work, because the docket exclusion sections, that means suffered people, even lot of people are unable to avoid, get the legal consultancy on how to go to the court. They may not be in a position. Many people could come into the from village background. Then we can provide a good service to the societies also. And if you are speaking in the court, we may, because the people coming from village may shy to make a representation. Don't bother anything about that. I am telling you finally, Lord Denning, you know, you will be aware of that. He said even he's a Englishman, mother language is Englishman. In his book he has written stating that he was unable to represent before the court. So therefore he is a spoken English class. He went there, spoken English. Thereafter he improved his speaking skills. So therefore, that is not a matter. Even the mother tongue, English was mother tongue of a gentleman. He was successful in all over India. When he can able to come, why not you? So that so with this, thank you very much for providing this wonderful opportunity, sir. And as far as my concern, this is once in a lifetime, because along with my daughter, I'm chief guest here. So once in a lifetime. Thank you very much.